Spain is living one of those stretches where the shirt feels bigger than the pitch. High intensity, aggressive possession, coordinated pressing, and, above all, a squad that blends the lightness of youth with the composure of veterans. The 6-0 away win over Turkey with a Michael Merino hat-trick and goals from Pedri and Ferran Torres wasn't just a rout, it was a tactical manifesto for how this team intends to arrive at the next World Cup, circulating the ball with venom, attacking space in waves, and choking the opponent's build-up until it breaks. The result and the script matter. It came in World Cup qualifying and put Spain firmly on track with authority. That night in Konya also told the story of a generation. Lamine Yamal, the teenager who plays as if the match clock runs slower for him, stitched through the lines and pressed the gas exactly when needed, while Pedri set the metronome inside, alternating short combinations, gravity pulls, and late bursts. The harmony is what impresses most. Rodri, the best player in the world in 2024, imposes control. Nico Williams and Oyarzabal provide width, diagonal runs, and end product. And Merino, now more aggressive from deep, has become a late arriving finisher. The technical jigsaw fits because it rests on a recent title and a coach who knows how to balance ideas with pragmatism.
Pedri é dali, engatilhou, fintou, abriu, bateu! Gol! Espanha, olha o cruzamento, ajeitada, passou pro gol! Gol! Olha a chegada, com perigo, Pedri para trás, para mais um do Merino! Gol! Tá na área, invadiu, tem gente passando, Ferran! Gol! Merino carrega a bola, é dali, pé esquerdo pro gol! Gol! Botou na frente, abriu, mais uma pro Pedri, bateu, gol!
To appreciate how far they've come, rewind a bit. In June 2023, Spain ended a decade-long drought and lifted the Nations League by beating Croatia on penalties in Rotterdam. That wasn't a flash in the pan. It was the first clear sign that the post-2012 model was rediscovering both form and hunger, with a nucleus that valued the ball but accepted a traded punch when needed. The trophy gave a young core tougher skin and reinforced trust in Luis de la Fuente's work.
Petkovic, vem ele para cobrança, Petkovic defendeu Simon! Partiu para a bola, Carvajal! É agora, levanta a taça!
Fast forward to July 2024, the Euros. 7 matches, 7 wins, and a historic crown, their 4th after a 2-1 win over England in Berlin. It rekindled memories of the Xavi-Iniesta era, but with a different texture. The team combined short passing with sudden verticality, pressed high without losing defensive shape, and showed varied methods to dismantle low blocks and escape traps. The symbolism was unmistakable. Lamine Yamal lit up the knockout rounds and finished as Young Player of the Tournament, while Rodri was named Player of the Tournament and, months later, collected the Ballon d'Or, individual excellence feeding collective excellence.
On that left foot, some danger here. Williams puts Spain ahead! It's Nico Williams for the Spaniards! Watkins is waiting there. Palmer equalises! Cole Palmer! England level from nowhere! Layoff right across the face of goal, and there it is! Spain grab a winner. It's
It hasn't all been a straight line. In June 2025, Spain returned to the Nations League final, but lost the title to Portugal on penalties in Munich after a 2-2 roller coaster. It hurt, of course, but served as fine-tuning. At this level, rotation, timing of subs, and emotional management of a final are decisive. The response was immediate. Head up, throttle forward, and that momentum spilled into the demolition of Turkey and a noise-free start to World Cup qualifying.
Bola para a área, vai sobrar. Olha aí, na batida. Gol! Nuno Mendes, olha o Nuno. Nuno! Gol! Bola por dentro, tocou. Oyarzabal, olha o gol! Tocou, mandou dentro da grande área. Cristiano Ronaldo! toma distância. Lá vem ele, Morata. Diogo Costa para definir. Partiu para cobrança. Gol! Vai levantar. Levanta a taça.
Ask why Spain is crushing so many opponents, and the first answer lives in midfield. Rodri is a metronome with blade. He reads passing lanes, anticipates cover, organizes the build, and when necessary, pierces two lines with a vertical pass. Alongside him, Pedri is once again the player who compresses pause and cut, receiving between fullback and center back, turning first time, or luring two before releasing the third man runner. Ahead of them, Yamal stretches the pitch with the constant one threat, yet already knows the best dribble can be the quick ball into the space he just created. Nico pins fullbacks with depth. Oyarzabal appears between legs to finish. When Merino attacks the box, Spain suddenly gains a midfielder turned 9 for a few seconds, a small detail that explains hat tricks on days when the press breaks opponents in half. There's also the matter of method. De La Fuente isn't dogmatic. He compresses into a medium block when the legs ask, accepts more direct attacking if there's grass to attack, and most importantly, scripts rotations so that Yamal and Pedri receive facing the game, not with their backs to goal. He keeps repeating that the group's virtue is to combine talent with character, humility to keep working, and ambition to never be satisfied early. Unsurprisingly, the locker room is said to buy adjustments and resist getting starstruck by big scorelines. As for consistency, an unbeaten stretch north of 20 matches in recent months suggests this is no sparkler. Spain 2025 also imposes itself through game reading, knowing when to accelerate, when to breathe, when to string 20 passes to reset the pulse, and when to kill a move in 3 touches. If opponents force the long ball, De La Fuente doesn't forbid it. Morata and Oyarzabal attack the second ball, Pedri and Rodri squeeze up to counter-press, Yamal and Nico scramble cover lines with crisscrossed movements. That tactical elasticity is what gives the players the sensation that there's always a way. It was true at the Euros. It's been true in qualifying, and it was visible even in the Nations League loss, where, despite the frustration, they still found paths to score twice in a tense final. If the World Cup started tomorrow, Spain would sit among the favorites for clear reasons: the Euro-winning core, a coach with a coherent plan, a mature technical axis, and a Factor X who reorders defensive priorities before kickoff. But favorites are built on small decisions: managing minutes, keeping hunger high, and accepting that not every night will be a symphony. On those nights, a gritty 1-0 is a virtue. The 6-0 isn't the rule, it's the ceiling of a team that, on its day, looks like it plays with an extra piece. The mission now is to turn that ceiling into habit without losing the humility the coach keeps demanding. In short, the Spain that pummeled Turkey and lifted Euro 2024 isn't a promise of a cycle, it's competitive reality. They carry a stumble against Portugal that keeps them alert, boast an award-studded spine, and, above all, present football that's a pleasure to watch, the kind that slow cooks the opponent until the clock becomes an ally. If they sustain the level, manage fatigue, and keep adding layers to the model, they'll reach 2026 with something not every contender owns: identity. And in the most unforgiving knockout tournament on the planet, identity is the beginning of every great story.